I'm joined now from our London bureau by David Buik from BGC Partners. David, welcome.
Greetings, Tiki.
Now, let's stick with Spain first. This banking liability would seem to be pretty bottomless, but I see just on the wires that ECB Chief Mario Draghi is now out criticising Spain over the Bankia bailout and indeed Belgium over Drexia. He's saying that, you know, when there's so much more liability hanging on, this is the wrong way to do it, to bail out bank by bank.
I think I probably tend to agree with him, but we have to be very pleased in a way if you're a European Union devotee that they've been entirely consistent, which is do nothing. Yes. And this is becoming extremely frustrating for everybody. In the case of Spain, the situation in terms of the bond yields, which your previous presenter was saying, is entirely consistent with the fact that tax revenues have dropped by 4.6% in the last year, and VAT revenues have dropped by 14%, so they got double whammy. So, i.e., they're getting less income and their interest rates are going up. Mario Draghi's comments was that there was talk about a backdoor deal of the bailout for the banks coming direct from the ECB, which is entirely the wrong way to do it. And he is being consistent in saying, no, I am a servant of the European Union and the euro. When the politicians tell me what they want, I will do it. I'm happy to make recommendations, but I'm not going to take the lead on this, and therefore you can understand the fairly violent reaction from Mario Draghi and others when, of course, Rajoy of the Prime Minister of Spain has decided that he would do. And, of course, we did see yesterday the resignation of the Governor of the Bank of Spain, who's clearly, Mr. Hernandez, going to carry the can because the regional governments of both Valencia and Madrid put this very rocky deal together with Bankia, which, of course, has seen its entire value eroded by 75%, despite the fact there's been a €23.5 billion bailout, for want of a better expression.
Now, Mr. Draghi was also saying that the Eurozone needed further centralisation of banking supervision. There seems to be a growing sort of cry for some sort of banking union.
I think Barroso very much recommended this, and he feels that there should be a central financing or recapitalising of all the banks. The problem with that is that politically, Tiki, at the moment, all these constituent countries are all of a sudden finding that they've got nationalistic support. People very proud to be Greek, Spanish, Italian, German, French. They don't want to be Europeans when it comes to situations such as that nature. And this all comes about because there is no unanimity of purpose coming from the European Union. It's ironic, isn't it? Here we are, the two main matinee idols, Chancellor Merkel and President Hollande, but the spear carriers are getting all the best lines. And this is ridiculous.
Well,
they have to...
Yes, I hear that 40% of Italians would quite like the lira back, but of course Italy was the other story this week with their bond sale, and that didn't go so well.
Well, it didn't go well, but at least we can be grateful for the fact that it was at the short end of the market.
Yes.
Because if they'd tried to get a great lump like that away in 5 to 10 years, people would have laughed with derision. And goodness knows what they would have had to pay for it. I mean, this requires very considerable financial engineering because markets are very sensitive and buyers of bonds at the moment are becoming immensely cynical. Hence, we've seen low levels from the Treasury in the US, gilts in the UK and German levels at unprecedented low and ridiculously cheap levels.
Finally, David, I must ask you, here we are, May the 31st, Irish referendum on the fiscal pact. One would think that it would be a yes, but I gather it's raining over there and the no's tend to go out more than the yeses do, apparently.
Well, Gerry Adams has massed his troops, but I think Sean Kenny has told them, using racing parlance, which Ireland is very well known, I think the yeses will get it on the nod. They have to stay in their Tiki. Why? Otherwise, where are they going to find their finance from with immediate effect? And the answer is with difficulty.
David Buik, thank you so much for joining us. Good to talk to you again.
Pleasure.